Good morning, welcome back to the channel. And by heck, look at this weather. It's about 4th, 5th of September and it's freezing. Well, it's not freezing, what is it? 16 degrees. I've got long sleeve on. Anyway, weather's turned big time. Oh, as you can see by the title, so this is a bit of a test run today. Proper test run. We want no pain, we want no ag, no messing. We're just going to get a 10k boxed off. I've been absolutely crucifying me saying about not going running, not training. I shouldn't be. It's been killing me not going out as well. I mean, 11 weeks of an injury now. I've done little bits and bobs in that time. Maybe shouldn't have done, but I don't know. Give me a set. Last run that I did, there were a few little aches and I wanted to just get them ironed out, so I said I'm having 2 weeks off. Couldn't go 2 weeks. Done about 12 days. So yeah, we're going out, we're getting back after it, and hopefully absolutely no pain at all. We need to see no pain, so we need a return back to racing. We need it back full time. So hopefully if we get no pain, we're going to try and go somewhere about 55 minutes to an hour for a 10k, and then we're going to slowly start increasing that time and increasing that distance as well. I'll see you on road. Good morning, welcome back to my run. So we've just started, we're a quarter of a k in. A bit windy, it might be a bit noisy, apologies. Morning traffic's coming past me, everyone's on the way to work and I'm out on a run getting after it. So I need this to work. 11 weeks ago got myself a stress fracture on a trail run. I was running like a road runner on a trail run basically, give me a stress fracture. And for the past 11 weeks I've done little to nothing. Absolute nightmare. So all I've been doing is resting, doing a bit of weights, walking, but then there's been odd test run to see where I'm at. And I got to a point about week 7, week 8, I did a 13k run and a 10k run in the same week, and it were okay. Navigating my centre cross road, it were okay, but I felt some pulling on my leg where the stress fracture was. So I knew it had not gone, obviously, but it were loads better. There were no like, not at normal pains, but I just couldn't get rid of this pulling. And that were about week 8. So then I had a couple more week off with odd 5k in there. Again, these were, you know, test runs. We weren't trying to push it, and it got to a point I could do a few runs without any pain, but as soon as I increased the distance or increased the speed, it came in. So it was clear then I needed to have a couple of weeks off, nothing. I was nearly there. So this is the big test run. I didn't manage 2 weeks with no running. I've done 11 days. But I'm just out running now and I can't feel anything, which that's the first time in 11 weeks I've not been able to feel. Well, I don't mean I can't feel anything, I can feel the world, I feel myself. No, I mean I can't feel any pain, but this pace that I'm doing at the minute is probably going to get it done in about a 56 minute for a 10k. So for me, not fast at all. PB's 43 minutes and a bit of change, so we're miles off pace, but if I can do this with no pain, I'll be an happy man. And then we'll start building on that. So I just feel that injury could just be around corner, reigniting it. And I feel like at any minute that pain might just come back. Feels a bit like, not a phantom pain, but I'm in my head still thinking it's still there, it's not. So I'm just gonna slow it down. I just don't want to bust out. I'm just absolutely buzzing to be out, honestly, elated. If you've had an extensive injury like this, oh, my days. Right, that's kind of intro. Let's give you a bit of lowdown. Let's get 10k boxed off. I'll let you know how it's going every k or so, and we'll see. Get after it. Just over 2k in. average pace of 5:40. I'm going a bit quicker than that, but I want to slow it down a bit. Just didn't want to risk an injury in my head. My body was just, I was just teetering. I was thinking, oh, that pain might come back, it might come back, and it's not. So I'm keeping pace down. We're running, there's two things you can go for at once if you're building one. You either build mileage or you build your pace. You don't really want to do them both at the same time, and as I'm rebuilding now, I'm going to go for the mileage. So most of my workouts now are going to be zone 1 and zone 2. I might start popping some strides in the end when I feel a bit more confident. I just don't want to pop out, or I don't want out to come back like then. I'm sure I felt it, but it wouldn't just go away. So some of it's in your head. I'm gonna get over this road. Right. Do you know what? Out on this run now, I feel amazing. I can't even tell you. I can't even describe how. I'm not going through any sort of identity crisis or out like that, but not being able to run for 11 weeks when you're a dedicated runner or athlete. I didn't even. For 11 weeks, I felt a bit crappy not being able to train. But being that busy with life, which is probably a blessing really, I can see how some people can get depressed very easily when they can't train or they can't go out running or do what they want to do. It's so easy for people to say, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, I'm not going to get monk on about it. When it's your outage, when it's an athlete, when it's your identity, and it's what you do, life's about passions. And if that's your passion, that's what you like doing, and it's taken away from you, how are you supposed to feel? And I just feel elated now. I feel like I'm walking on air. I mean, I have put my alpha flies on, and I did that. I don't give a shit. People say you shouldn't train in them. Honestly, I don't care. I'll train in them if I want. They make me feel good. And I thought, I've not been to a race for that long, and they're going to protect me. I'm wearing them, and I feel great. It's raining. Look at this. Leaves are falling off at trees. Autumn's starting, and I just feel amazing. I feel absolutely amazing that I'm out running, getting after it, grinding, whatever you want to call it. But I think I can feel my leg a little bit, a teensy wincy bit. We get over this road here. So I'm just going to slow pace down a little bit. I should really have bought it if you feel out, but it wasn't even a 1 on a pain scale. It was just like I could feel something. Well, I'm at week 11. They say 12 weeks, but I've been a bit naughty. I've been doing a bit of running anyway, so I might have to take it easy for a few extra weeks. That's why I'm going after mileage rather than speed. So I think speed's going to be a thing that'll re-injure me, if you like. Yeah, there's no pain on there. Now I'm just slowing it down. I want to get it done in sub 1 hour, but if we have to go slower, we'll get it done slower. But yeah, your identity as a runner, it's crazy. I just feel like I'm walking on air. I love it. I love autumn. It's my favourite, honestly. It's still a bit warm, but it's not freezing. And I don't mind it when it's freezing, but it's just nice like this. Bit of rain coming down. Oh, it's ace. Watch it will. Goodbye. Yeah, people on the way to work, doing the grind, and I'm out running, enjoying life. How amazing is that? They're stuck in a traffic jam up there. I don't know if you can see. I ain't got a carrot wheel. Well, I've got a carrot wheel, good injury. Right, I'll see you in a couple of K. Just coming up to 4K, averaging 5:53. Last kilometre were about 6:03, 6:04. So I'm probably going to bring it in at about 59 minutes. I want it to be sub hour for 10K, but there's no pain. Honestly, I could fucking cry. I'm that buzzing. I'm going to go a bit of a different route. I'm going to do an out and back, but we're going to do a loop. I've moved house last week. Only moved a mile or so away from my old house. But my routes are slightly different. I used to have all like a 5k, 10k route and all that sort of stuff, so they're all slightly different now. So I'm going to go on a bit of a different route, have a bit of a mission about. But honestly, just not to feel any pain. I'm buzzing. I'm not going to rush back into it. Already, just before I came onto camera then, I was thinking, I can start racing again. When's my next race going to be? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses. We need to be careful. I don't want to absolutely delay it, but we need to be careful here. You think about race pace, a bit like a racing car. Racing cars are more prone to breaking down, aren't they? Because they're being thrashed to death all the time. You know, so you need to be careful. That sort of pace, that's where you're going to do an injury. Coming straight back after an injury and getting straight into a race, I just can't face 11 weeks on sidelines again. I'm just happy if I can run 3-4 times a week at minute in zone 1 or zone 2, getting 30 to 50k done. I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. I'm not going to run tomorrow, but I'll run next day. All being well. I need to be fair, I was getting a lot of my pain as well the next day. That's going to be a bit of a big test, but I was getting this sort of like tugging or pulling pain around back of my shin, near Achilles area, and it weren't an Achilles injury, it was a stress fracture in the shin, at the front of the shin, but the pulling pain were coming from back, which were a bit odd. But anyway, you'll have probably seen, I don't know if you've seen any of the other videos as well, been moving house recently. I've sold my house, trying to escape the rat race, renting an house, buying another house, not buying another house, moving in with my parents. So I moved in with my mum at the minute. The house that we were buying's fallen through, the house that we're renting we're falling through, so we're just weighing up our options at the minute. But I'll come to that in a separate video. I'm going to try and keep the running videos and the training videos separate to rat race videos, but there will be a new one coming out about that. Oh my god, honestly, just to be back running, no sort of pace. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm saying a sub 1 hour, 59 minutes in a 10k is no pace. I genuinely don't mean to be offensive when I say that, because that is a bit of a feat for anybody. I remember the first time I did my sub 1 hour 10k. In fact, I did it first go. I'm not sounding like, yeah, it's because for years I just did 5k's and I got right good at 5k's and I'd not really done 10k. So when I first did a 10k, it weren't that difficult. But what I mean to say is, I'm not trying to diss anybody. I know that's a enormous feat for somebody, but I've been running 7 years now, and you know, you just get better at things the more you do it. So if you are struggling to break 1 hour in 10k, perseverance, keep getting out there and getting it done will get you over that barrier, and you'll get there if you want to do it. So keep pushing. So when I say it's a slow pace, I just mean for me. Anybody that puts on a pair of trainers and walks or runs, I've got maximum respect for, regardless of the distance and time. If you're doing a 45-minute 5k, good on you, and that's brilliant, because there's people out there sat behind the phone or screen all day, every day, sat on couch, couch? Am I American? Sat on sofa, not doing anything. And look, there's no wrong with looking at screens either. We're doing that now. I sit and look at screens as well, and you know, I like having a mooch on YouTube and Insta and that sort of stuff. But I won't replace it with that doesn't take the place of exercise and training and going outside and enjoying yourself. Everything in moderation. I always believe that everything's all right in moderation, apart from strippers. They're bad news. Anyway, see you in a K or two. Just coming up to 6k, absolutely buzzing. Still just in aura that there's no pulling, there's no tightness. The pain had been gone a few weeks, but it was this weird pulling and tightness. Last kilometre, 6 minutes and 3. My first few k were a bit quicker, so even if I carry on at this pace, we'll still get boxed off in under an hour. Sorry about wind. But you know what, honestly, I'm just absolutely buzzing. I'm just trying to keep making sure my form's good. I don't want any dodgy aches and pains from form being not right. By that I mean making sure I'm running with good posture, good strides. Sometimes you can end up leaning too much, you know, on a longer run or something like that, where you're just not concentrating. I'm just trying to be as present as I can in the actual run, and it's a bit hard when the time's fairly slow. Honestly, I'm just lapping it up, I'm just enjoying it. I could honestly, I could easily just box off an half marathon now. I don't know how my leg and my body would feel about it. But again, I don't feel, I'm only running at heart rates 138. So for me, my watch tells me zone 3 starts at 140, so I'm at high end of zone 2. But I think I have lost a little bit of fitness. I've definitely lost a little bit of fitness. You know, we're normally covering 40, 50, 60k a week, depending what I were doing. And I've been doing an average about 5 to about 8 a week. So I've definitely lost some fitness, but I'm not bothered. I lost a bit of speed as well, but I'm not bothered. Will it come back? Yeah. Will I get faster? Yeah. I still believe my best times are in front of me. We've still got a break sub 20 minutes in 5k. My PB, if you don't know, is 20 minutes and 1 second. Honestly, that has haunted me for a while, but we'll get that boxed off. I'm just buzzing. If you've had an injury, long injury, 2, 3, 4 months, what do you do? How do you feel? How do you know when it's right to get back at it? This testing process, a lot of people said, oh no, you need more time off, you need more time off. And I get it if I do. If I could look into crystal ball, I'd be as patient as you like, but I do feel like the testing process where I've been doing these 5Ks have been beneficial to see where I am. Yeah, it might have cost me coming back earlier, but then I could have been fit and not known it. You know, I could have paid private for all medical scans and stuff like that. But back time, or anyway, I didn't. I knew what it was. I'm just, honestly, I'm just in awe of this run. Just amazing to be out there getting it done again. I'll pick you up in a bit. So I'm just at just over 7k. I'm about to dip pace off. Last kilometre is 6:40. So yeah, there's a little bit of pain, which I am fuming about. But I've got through 7k with nothing. No pain, no nothing. So in terms of some people are like, oh wait, you just stop. I get it. My brain won't let me stop. I don't like to abort a run. But I'm not in any pain as such. I just feel a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of pulling. So on a pain scale, it's probably 0.5 out of 10. It's not even a 1. I can just feel it. It just feels like someone's got the hand just on the side of my Achilles, near my ankle. It just feels like someone's got the hand on it, that's all. So when I get in, I'm going to ice it, keep it elevated, and we'll have a nice warm bath later to relax everything. Get a few days off, and then we go again, because there's definitely light at end of tunnel. We're definitely nearly there, just not got to push it. So yeah, we're just going to keep it nice and slow. Zone 1 the way home, only a couple of k away, so we'd be all right. If there were any pain, I would stop, in all seriousness, but it's just a slight, I can just feel it. But it's like having this time off's definitely helped. You're battling against your mentality as well with an injury. When you're a full-on runner or athlete, it's so difficult not to run. Looks like I'm going incredibly slow now, but because I am, but I'm uphill as well. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be out too serious. I think it's just a case of getting it iced, a few more days rest, then we'll try again. At least I know at this sort of pace, no pain at 7k. I'll take that, it's better than where we were. See you in a bit. So, I'm secretly buzzing. Well, it's not much of a secret, I'm going to tell you. So I've just gone 8.2k and that pain's gone. And do you know what, I've had this before, that same hill, that same section, it was a really steep bit, and that's where the pain came in. It were uphill. As soon as I'd got to the top of the hill, pain had gone. So I'm happy. I mean, it's not great having pain on hills, so that tells me there's still more time to come. But about 6 months ago I had a bit of an IT band issue and it was sound. I thought it was fixed. Trained up that hill and the niggle were there still. Got to the flat bit and it had gone. Then I just needed to do more stretching, recovery sort of stuff, and then he sort of cured that. So I just still need a little bit more time, but I'm happy. As soon as I got to the top of that hill, it had gone. Honestly, I had a party. They see it on them programmes where the 1 millionth customer goes into a supermarket and all balloons and banners and everything comes down. Yeah! They were like that. I'm absolutely buzzing. Pick pace up a little bit. We're averaging a 6:07 though now. So drop pace to about 7 minutes a kilometre going up there. Do you know what? And this backs up where, do you know where people sometimes will say, oh yeah, just abort it. If I'd aborted that, I'd have been falsely thinking I'm injured more than what I am. And it was just literally on the uphill bits only. So this is why some people will say, oh, just rest and rest and rest. And I've sort of not done opposite. I know I needed rest and recovery, but this is why I've done them test runs as well. And this is exactly why I didn't abort that, because you never know. Until everything's ruled out and put down as impossible, you never know. And it was just the uphill section. Absolutely buzzing. And then straight away it gave me a downhill section, and I thought this is a good place to test it. So I went with speed a little bit, I let it turn up a little bit, and that's how I did. So I got the stress fracture messing about on downhill sections. Oh, but anyway, I'll pick you up at the finish. Just going to enjoy this last mile, last kilometre and a half in a bit. Oh, we're done. 59.35. You can tell I've done some pacing. I might get back to another race doing some pacing actually. And I've got a free credit to use anyway. I turned it up in last kilometre to a 4:55 just because it felt alright. I'm just gonna, yeah, there's no pain. Oh my god, so it was just literally on that uphill section. So we're not, if I were a tunnel there'd be light at the end of me. Maybe not a tunnel actually, a lot of things go through tunnels. I don't want that, do I? Honestly, absolutely elated. Yeah, that pull-in pain is gone. I'm still going to ice it when I get in because we had a little bit on uphill section, but we know why that was. So that tells me I'm not 100% back. If I'd done a different 10k route, a flat route, would have had no pain at all. So that's the next run. That's the next one that we're going to do. We're going to do a complete flat 10k, or as flat as I can get. I'm made up, honestly. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. And pace, I didn't really want to go any faster than that. I just got giddy as a kipper, didn't I? And I'm going to get back to when I first started this channel in February. It was a video every week. It's just been last month I've missed a couple of weeks. Life's just been hectic, selling my house, moving house, all that sort of stuff, but we're going to get back to every week again now. There will be different bits of content on there, but if you're here for training stuff, this is always going to be here. If you're here for other stuff, that's always going to be there. It's a mixed bag, a bit like me. Right, thanks very much for coming along as ever. Don't miss your training, don't miss your workout, lace up and empty the tank, and I'll see you next time.